Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise. Last time, last time we hunted a Subnacant, captured it to be specific. And this time, we are going to see a new monster, the Mizutsune brunette, right into Forest Forest.
Good luck.
But before that, we are going to go over the Hunter notes. Finally. What's so special about the Hunter notes? Well, you can simply set up some information about the monster, see which items they can drop. For example, the Bomb Badge has a 70% chance to drop raw meat and a 30% chance to drop Bomb Badge Igniter. And you can even put your own picture in there if you want to. But the most interesting part is large monsters. For example, see Rated Sushi, like right here. It can be found in the Shrine Ruins and the Frost Islands. We have some description of its characteristics, but I don't have any picture of Isuchi, so I can't put it there. But I can do it for Arsuros. You can also see the physiology of the monster, which allows you to see which parts are its weaker parts. For Isuchi is the head and the torso, as well as the foreleg. Well, the tail is also a weak spot, but the tail tip is its weakest spot in the tail, not the tail itself. Since the head is the most vulnerable part, you want to aim for it. And you will probably hit the foreleg in the process as well. You can see that all these values are higher than 45. This is important for the skill known as weakness exploit. If any body part has a value greater than 45, then you are able to do lots of damage to it. You get 50% more affinity with a complete weakness exploit. That's for later in the game. Right now let's discuss the other values. The hammer, the ammo, and the fire, water, thunder, ice, and dragon. As you can see, most Blade Master weapons will use the first value you see. However, the hunting horn and the hammer will use the second value. For example, a longsword will only do 75% damage to the tail, but a hammer will deal 80. And lastly is the ammo, which applies to bowguns and the bow. As you can see, the bow doesn't have very good damage against the torso or the tail, but it has the good damage against the head and the tail tip. And lastly, it's the 5 elemental icons, which indicate how weak a monster is to each element. Isuchi is, for the most part, weak to the thunder element. But we're not hunting Isuchi, we're hunting Mizutsune, who is mostly weak to the thunder element as well. Well, he's actually weaker to the dragon element on certain parts, such as the left claw and the right claw, such as the foreleg, but well, we don't have any dragon weapons right now, so we'll have to settle with the thunder one, if we had it. But the longsword we currently have is of the fire element, which doesn't deal a lot of elemental damage. That's fine, because we'll be using it to hit its head, its dorsal fin, and its neck, as well as its tail. Lastly, it's the elements. Each monster is weak to different types of elements. For example, Mizutsune is regularly weak to any element. However, Ghost Harak it increases a lot of his resistance threshold when inflicted by an element. It has a very large initial resistance and maximum resistance. The The colors are not that important. The only important part is the star icons. More stars, 3 stars, means it's very weak against said element, while 1 star or no stars means it's resistance or completely immune to those elements. For example, the Great Bagging is immune to sleep. And lastly, and most importantly, the materials. This is what I was talking about with capture rewards. Capture reward allows me to get higher chance of Great Isuchi pelt, Great Isuchi hide, but a lower chance of Great Isuchi of Screamer sack, while a greater chance of getting Great Isuchi tail. Meanwhile, I lose the chance completely to get monster bones. S. So which when you do slay the monster or capture it depends on which reward you want to get. The target or the capture ones. And of course there's also the broken part rewards. When you break the part of a monster, there's a chance you will get said item from breaking that part. For example, there is an 80% chance to get the Great Isuchi tail when breaking his tail. Then there is the carves, which are the proper rewards from carving the monster. The target rewards is from the quest, however the carves are for carving the monster when it's dead. And lastly, it's the drop materials, which are the materials the monster drops when a part breaks or it's staggered and whatnot. We can get pelt and hide from Isuchi, as well as a wyvern tear, which is an account item. Let's see for Mizutsune. We seem to get a higher chance of getting the I wonder what this is. Anyways, we seem to get a higher chance of getting a Mizutsune fin from capturing it in comparison to carving the monster, which is 0. And there is a high chance we get Mizutsune purple fur from completing a quest with Mizutsune. The fin seems like a good choice, so I think I'll capture Mizutsune on this quest. With that said, let's get to it. Oh, how elegantly the Mizutsune steps, arcing through the air. It must be the fin. If I had one for my own, surely I could dance as it does too. I know, Hunter. Waltz with the wyvern, and I shall seize its fin. Well, only if I capture it.
Light blue bubbles, reflecting the moonlight. Fragile and ephemeral, like flowers blooming at night. Traces of a creature, graceful in its precision. Noble yet beguiling, an entrancing vision.
Let's make this a quick one.
What's up, monster? Mizutsune. There is plenty of experience against him from the demo, so I haven't forgotten all of it. He's right there on Arent. There he is. On the head.
Get to work.
animation is bubbles that it race around. You're inflicted with bubble blight, which means you get a harder time moving around.
That's one request over with.
That's a little almost.
You asked for this.
As you can see, sometimes speed can take it away.
Now it's personal.
But this time,
Don't let it
And
get
he's leaving.
away.
drop the ski.
Ride like the whetstone time.
When you get inflicted with bubble blight, it will wear off after a while, or you can simply use defense.
Love you, buddy. Mr. Monster, meet Mr. Weapon.
We've been in a trouble. From there, and then simply get away. Nothing encountered.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
Monster. But I still got damage to its meat.
Mr. Monster, meet Mr.
Perfect.
Weapon.
That's one attack it does. It does a vertical
What
water
you
beam,
learn?
followed up by a second horizontal one. And the way to avoid the second one is by jumping up in the air, which I did just in time with that spirit form breaker.
Yahoo!
1, 2, 3, 4. And my body tells it to stagger.
Now it's personal. I'm gonna get you.
Ah. Oops. I got too trigger happy with the weapon.
Didn't
Now
even
it's
break
dead.
a sweat.
Yeah, this time I showcased the power of the longsword a little bit better. It can make quick work of any monster, especially with all its counterattacks, which I'm only using one, by the way. It has two more counterattacks. This one with C, L and A, which consumes 2 wirebugs and loses one level when used, so it's not a very good attack. And the other one is by pressing C, R and A after attack, which uses up all of the gauge. Which is a very good move if you know how to use it, which I don't. Which is why I don't use it.
Piece of
Really
cake.
simple logic. Let's see what we got. Claw, bubble foam, purple core, and scales. And I got a Mizutsune fin as a reward for breaking that part. 2 of them. Ah, nice. That spirit helmbreaker came in handy. Let's once again check the hunter notes. Right there. On the Mizutsune fin. We didn't get any from capture rewards, but we did get 2 from broken part rewards, with a 65% chance, which is quite high. I was missing the claw, that was the material I was missing. Which I got this hunt, and there's even an even rarer material. It is 1% chance getting it from drop materials, 2% chance from getting it from target rewards, and a 3% chance to get it from capturing the monster or carving it. Or breaking its parts. So yeah, it is very difficult to find the Mizutsune plate, which other monsters have, such as Rathian here, with a 4% chance of getting from a broken part reward. Another important thing to note is how you can only see monster information once you have hunted at least one of them. I've hunted 2 Mizutsunes, which is why I hunted a Mizutsune before, which is why I can see its information, but for monsters like Nargacuga, which I haven't hunted before, I can't see anything. But it can be found in the Shrine Ruins in Void Forest, which might be our next visit. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching and have a nice day!